What are back taxes, and how do you file them? Welcome to Tax University, brought to you by Keeper, where we break down all the tax information you should have learned in school so you can take control of your taxes and file confidently. In this episode, we'll break down everything you need to know about back taxes, what they are, how to file them, penalties and interest, and how to get free tax expert guidance if you need it. So what are back taxes? Back taxes are underpaid taxes you owe if you didn't file by the April 15th tax deadline, underreported your income to the IRS on your taxes, or didn't pay your tax bill in full. If any of these apply to you, file ASAP. If you don't, the IRS can hit you with penalties and interest, take your paycheck before it even hits your bank account, claim part of your property like your house or car, take your future refunds, or in the worst cases, take you to court until your tax debt is settled. Luckily, you can follow these 4 simple steps to start filing your back taxes ASAP and avoid trouble with the IRS. Step 1. Gather your income documents like your W-2s, 1099s, investment forms, and more. If you don't have your documents, don't worry. Click the link in the right-hand corner to watch our step-by-step tutorial on how to request them from the IRS. Step 2. Choose how you want to file your back taxes. This is really important because the method you choose will impact your tax outcome. Let's break down the 4 main options. The first method is DIY tax prep software like TurboTax or Free Tax USA. This typically costs $20 to $200 and is best for people with 1 to 2 years of missed returns who owe less than $10,000 to the IRS, may be expecting a refund, or haven't received IRS notices yet. The downside to doing it yourself is limited professional tax guidance, which may expose you to mistakes that could cause further headaches down the line. The second method is hiring a CPA or EA to file for you. This costs anywhere between $600 to $1,000 and is best for people with multiple years of missed returns who expect to owe more than $10,000 and might need representation in tax court. This is a great method for people who need expert guidance, but the downside is that CPAs and EAs typically have long client waitlists and slow response times, meaning your case could drag on longer than it needs to. The third method is hiring a tax relief firm. This costs anywhere between $2,500 to $10,000 and is best for people with multiple years of missed returns who expect to owe more than $50,000 in tax debt, might have already received IRS notices in the mail, and likely need legal counsel to negotiate settlements or payment plans. The downside is that some firms require you to make a minimum monthly income of $2,000 and not be in active bankruptcy. The fourth method is hiring a tax attorney. This costs anywhere between $200 to $500 per hour and is best for people with multiple years of missed returns who expect to owe more than $50,000 in tax debt. This is a great method for people facing fraud concerns or even criminal tax investigation. But the downside is that it's extremely expensive, with some attorneys even taking a percentage of your tax savings as payment. If you're not sure which method is best for you, you're not alone. You can take this quiz to find the best option based on your tax situation. Step 3. Now that you've chosen your method, it's time to file. If you have multiple years of missed returns, file the oldest return first. The IRS generally requires the last 6 years of tax returns to be filed in order to be in good standing with them. Step 4. Once you've filed your past due returns, it's time to pay what you owe. If you can't afford it all right now, even partial payments will reduce any penalties and interest that may have accrued. Let's break those down so you know how that impacts what you owe the IRS. There are 2 types of penalties: the failure to file penalty and the failure to pay penalty. Failure to file is a monthly penalty that charges 5% of your owed taxes for every month you don't file, up to either 5 months, 25% of your owed taxes, or until you file. Failure to pay is also monthly but only charges you 0.5% of your owed taxes and also won't exceed more than 25% of your owed taxes. If you owe both the failure to file and pay penalties at the same time, then the maximum penalty you'll have to pay is 5% of your unpaid taxes per month. This doesn't include interest, which equals the federal short-term rate plus 3%. So if the federal rate is 4%, that means you'll owe 7% interest, which compounds daily with no cap. That means if you owe $5,000 after 5 months of not filing, you'll owe $1,375 in combined penalties, and about $175 in interest. Ouch! So how do you reduce penalties and interest? You can either set up a payment plan or request penalty relief. To set up a payment plan, just go to this IRS website and request Form 9465. To request penalty relief, go to this website and request Form 843. Just follow the IRS steps for either option, and you should be notified immediately if your requests have been approved by the IRS. It's important to note that doing this yourself is easy, but if you have complex taxes, owe more than $10,000, or want to reduce your tax bill, then you should get help from a tax professional. And that's it. You're done. You officially have everything you need to file your back taxes. But if you have any doubts or questions along the way, it's always best to consult a tax expert. Keeper provides free consultations with licensed tax professionals. You'll get your hardest tax questions answered, and our tax experts will map out the best plan of action for you. Just click the link in the right-hand corner to book a free consultation today. Congrats! You've officially learned what back taxes are, how to file them, penalties and interest and how to reduce them, and how to get free tax help if you need it. If you have any lingering questions, drop them in the comments below and we'll answer them. If this video was helpful, hit the like button and click the subscribe button on the screen for more tax tips. Thanks for watching and see you on the next episode of Tax University.